Hello everyone, welcome to the workshop vlog. So it's been a while since I've done a vlog for the workshop. I think it was before Christmas, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. We're now in March of 2019. This vlog is just going to be about what I've purchased since Christmas up till now. Or not so much I purchased either, some of the presents and gifts I got for Christmas. So I'm going to start off with my Simon Hope bowl gouge with the fingernail grind. This is a lovely tool to use. Now when I first started wood turning, just to give you a bit of a story about why I've purchased this, or had this bought for me for a present actually from my lovely wife. I had a very cheap set of wood turning tools. Now there's a lot of comments on Facebook and other places about what tools to buy, and a lot of comments of replying to saying don't scrimp on the money you put to buy a tool or tools. Make sure you buy good quality tools. Now that is quite true, but in my opinion you've got to be able to buy a tool that you can afford, not necessarily the top quality tool. The first major tools that I bought were from eBay. I think they're around £90 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it was about 8 tools, and I've still got them over there and use quite a few of them. As long as they're high speed steel tool for your turning, then they're fine. They take a bit more grinding, they lose their edge a bit quicker if they're not top quality high speed steel tool like some of these, but they do the job and they can produce some really nice pieces of work, and I've done so myself. So if you are worried about what tool to purchase and everything, don't be afraid. As long as it's got HSS, don't be put off by the price that it may be a bit too cheap. Now since purchasing those tools, I've started to upgrade the tools. Couple of Christmases I've had some Record Power fingernail grind bowl gouges, which are good as well. They're reasonably priced, about £20 for a tool. But this Christmas I decided that when I got asked what I would like for Christmas, this was on the list. Wasn't overly expecting to get it because it was quite an expensive tool, to be honest, but in the long run it should be quite a cheap tool. Not because of the quality or anything, but because this tool, if I can get it undone, there you go, you get a handle with a nice quick release mechanism on the top. And not only that, you get 2 different size, or I should say 3 different size heads to go in the end of the tool, if you can see. So you buy this, so this one has got the fingernail grind bowl gouge, and on the other end, because it's double-ended, the normal ground bowl gouge. And to go with it, just get it out of this packet. I'll keep it here. There's another present from another member of our family, one of my sons. I got a parting off tool and an oval or round skew chisel, which is on the other end. Now I believe it's a great idea because you only need one handle just to get started. A couple of tools, bits, double-ended, so you haven't got to worry about. I'm trying to get this in. There you go. Haven't got it undone properly. And there you go. Mike Walt does a really good review on these tools. He uses them quite often. Now, obviously, as time goes by, when this starts getting a bit shorter, which I think it's going to be a long time. I don't think I'm probably even going to replace it, to be quite honest, with the amount of ball turning I do. But you could get another handle, which then you can put one of these into. Yeah, Simon Hope. Check his website. I'll try and leave a link in below. He does some really great tools, and these are really good quality high-speed steel tools. Okay. Another purchase, sorry, it's a bit dusty. Not a purchase, a present, I should say, was the Robert Sorby spiraling tool. And you can see the serrated edge on that wheel. So I can just put some nice little patterns on some bowls, either at the bottom or on the rim or anywhere you want. So that was another nice little purchase, present I should say, keep saying purchase. And then another present from another one of my children was the very slim parting tool from Robert Sorby. So you can see, I think quite a few wood turners have these in their arsenal. Okay, so another present from another son. I have 3 of them, by the way, if you hadn't noticed, if you hadn't realised or know. So was a nice little, I've got it, let's go that side because you see it. Nice little block plane from Axminster. An Axminster rider block plane, and this is really nice. It was only about £14. I was really surprised when I saw it on there. So using that quite a bit now, rather than getting the big plane out, which happens to be here. Just a lot quicker, just to take corners off with the block plane than anything else. Now, you may be able to see in the little black background, just hold on, just there, a purchase I made with some birthday and Christmas money. So I'll take you over and have a look. So with the money, I managed to buy this Axminster mortiser. Just show you the manual so you can see the numbers on the top there. Mine is the AW 19 FTH model because the head tilts. Which way does it tilt? Sorry about this, I haven't used it very often. Right, so the head tilts that way and the bed can tilt backwards and forwards, as you can see under here. We have the mechanism for that. Now this, I've been after a mortiser for quite some time, and it's going to be one of those tools that's going to sit and sit not been used too often, even though I want to use it quite often. But it's going to be one of those that's going to sit there quite happily, sit in there, and then make its money when I get to use it. It was on Facebook Marketplace. I purchased it from a gentleman was selling it who'd only done a few window frames and some garage doors. It came with a load of chisels. The only thing it didn't come with was the sacrificial board on the table, which I've made out of a piece of MDF. Came with the cabinet and everything, and it worked perfectly. Just the tools needed sharpening. That's all. Really good purchase for £150. I think that was a really good deal. It is the Axminster White series, which back in, I think this was made in 2004 if I remember rightly. Yeah. 2004, which I presume is what they class now as their professional tooling series. So yeah, so I think that's the purchase of the year so far, even though it's only been up till March. Probably going to be the purchase of the whole year, to be honest. Right, for some recent purchases. At the weekend, on the 3rd of March, my son, myself and my son's boss, we all went to the FFX, which is, if you don't know, it's a online tool sales company, and they were holding a tool show down in Maidstone in Kent, which had loads and loads of reputable tool makers down there. I only made one purchase. I didn't really go there to spend any great deals of money, even though I could have done. There was loads of stuff I really wanted. But the one thing I did go in, or did purchase, that I really needed was a new face mask. So I bought the Trend, I can't remember what it's called, there's a special name for it, and I have now completely lost the plot on what it was called. I'll put the link in the description below. But it comes with its own little box. This was a bit extra. So you bought this, and if you bought this, you basically got a free pair of safety glasses. But this is good because it keeps your face mask nice and tidily if you're not using it, so it doesn't get dust settling on it in the workshop. When you can do it up, you can take it with you because it's got a little hook, it's got a belt strap holder, and then obviously you've got a thing to put around your neck if that's really what you want to do. But how many people put their face mask around their neck unless they're taking it off? So that's that purchase. That was, the actual mask itself was £19, and I think the whole lot came to about £35. And that was a special deal for the show. So just recently, for this next purchase, I've discovered Banggood. Banggood.com. They sell quite a lot of, from what I can gather, decent woodworking tools, marking out tools, cutters and things like that. You have to really search hard for them and find them, but they are there on their website. And one of the things that I've looked at is an A3 laser printer, which Steve Twidell has just purchased and he's using on his bowls, and they look absolutely awesome. I have a really small laser, nothing that can do. This does a big pattern on the edge of a bowl. Fantastic. I've just been watching his YouTube video, to be honest, on it, and it looks really cool. I think it's about 150 odd pounds, which isn't bad for what you can do with it. So this purchase, which is my first purchase from that site, is one new. It says quite clear there, made in China. Now I've been looking at these type of things for a while, since I've seen them on YouTube and people using them on YouTube and think they're really a cool tool. But the original, which I believe is the original, now I don't know whether this is an exact replica or if it's exactly the same and it's just a cheaper price because it's come from somewhere else. But it's a push block. Great. I'm going to have to edit this bit out because I can't remember what the name of the company is. Yeah, so the company that I first noticed is called Gripper Professional 3D Push Block. You can get them from Rutland's in the UK. They are around the £90 mark for just one of these. Okay. Now I've looked at that picture of that on the website, trying to compare this one with that, and this looks absolutely identical. Now I don't know about the quality of the materials on the gripper one, i.e. this material, which is a very soft rubbery gripping material, but this looks absolutely identical, and the only difference that I can see on it is, if I can get it into shot, this little bit here, which the only disappointment bit is this one. You may just see it sits up tight, even though you keep pushing it down, it doesn't sit down properly. But if you look at the one on the Rutland's website, it looks like that. Anyway, so I'm sure this will actually get lost at one stage because it will fall off, and because it's sticking up, it won't be a great loss. All it is a screw down there, so you can actually move. You can see these grooves. You can move the handle to the side, so you're not actually in the middle. If you want to be on the one side or the other. All these little thing there to push your material along with, so the material sits at the back there and you push it through. You can move these all along, and then this can go all along, and you can have a thin piece of wood going through there. This plate moves up and down for the thickness of your wood and everything like that, and it feels nice and solid. It doesn't feel cheap. Whether that should be a good thing or not, it's a different matter, but this, with delivery tax from China, was just under £30. So it's a £50 saving for this, and just looking at it, the feel, the weight and everything else, I really think this is possibly exactly the same. And the only thing, apart from that little bit on the covering the screw cover, you got some instructions. Okay, and it is English under there, but that's where the English stops. Everything is Chinese. So I'm just glad they got pictures, because they're really cool. You can understand them by the pictures, but you've got no chance in. So you can do all different router table, bandsaw, jigsaw and everything. Jigsaw, table saw and everything. So that only just come this morning. Now the delivery on that I ordered that on the 22nd of February and it's now the 5th of March. You can track the item, and I don't know whether the tracker went a bit wrong, but it said it was in Heathrow, and then 3 hours later it was back in Hong Kong, and this was like just after about 5 days, near enough a week ago, and it stayed there for quite a long time when I was tracking it, and I'm thinking, is it going to turn up? Is it going to turn up? Then I haven't checked it for a few days. Then this morning there was a knock on the door, parcel arrived. I just happened to go on the tracker to see if there was a difference, and I'll put you a picture up in the corner here somewhere of the screen that comes up with the tracker showing you where it is, and it had got that it was in the depot and it was just being delivered this morning, but obviously I didn't check that before it was delivered. But that's a great piece. I'm really pleased with that. You know, you always wonder if these products are going to be any good through these sites, but I haven't used it, just by the feel and the look and everything else, it looks like a nice piece of kit. I've been following a gentleman, and I can't remember his name, and I'm really sorry if I'm sure he's not watching this, but from Banggood YouTube channel. He got me onto it. I saw that he had quite a few different tools that he uses from Banggood, and apparently they sent them to him, so I presume they had some sort of deal going on there. He's got all sorts of different marking out tools, angle tools, all sorts of things, all from Banggood, and he is producing some really good fine furniture, from what I can tell on his YouTube channel. So they can't be that bad, and the prices are really good when you look at them and you think, actually, you know, you can put up with a few weeks delivery as long as you're not in a hurry for it. And then I'd get on there and have a look. You might be surprised. So that's it for this vlog. Just a few things that have arrived, either by presents or purchases since the beginning of the year. I've still yet, in my last video I mentioned something about doing a review on a sphere making or ball making tool for the lathe. That's all set up and waiting for me to get in here and make it and film it. I'm just trying to get my head around how to do that at the moment, to do it nice and quickly. Making a few projects, some pen boxes, some pens and signs. So yeah, having a good time in the workshop. So I hope you're having a good time in your workshops if you've got workshops. And for me, that's me done for this week. So hope to catch you in the next video. If you're new here, please subscribe for some more projects. Obviously do the bell button for notifications. So that will be a goodbye from me. Bye everyone.